this. So His Holiness Dalai Lama was born in Takcher, 1935. On the 5th day of the 5th month of the peak year, so on the 80th birthday of His Holiness Dalai Lama, when we made offering to him from the people of Dome, the Amdo, Your Holiness has said that you are now offering me this long life offering on my 80th birthday, and you should also make the same kind of offering to me when I turn 90. Those who are old now should feel determined to live until I turn 90. Even if you were on the verge of death. So, to give you a brief summary of how we prepared for this 90th birthday celebration. So, at the general body meeting of the Dome people, organized by the Dome Association, Central Association, we made a request. We appealed to, wrote a letter to the Office of His Holiness Dalai Lama that to give us an opportunity to make a birthday celebration offering to His Holiness, which was permitted. And we have been doing our best to do our best to organize this celebration, though it has not been as desired. But as I said earlier, we have invited different heads of different religious traditions and representatives of different religious traditions of the world. And everyone, the faithful, and everyone gathered here have been able to offer Your Holiness with the honor, the award of the Peerless Teacher of the 21st century. So, of course, this celebration here is organized by the Dome Central Dome people and its association, but we have been able to invite all the representatives of all the different religious traditions to make this offering to you. So, as long as we request Your Holiness to live long for the benefit of all sentient beings and the Dharma. So, as we make our request and prayer to Your Holiness, it is essential that Your Holiness make the determination to live as long as possible. And we also make requests to You to take care of us throughout our lives until we become enlightened. And I wish to So Your Holiness has made clear in your last statement regarding your reincarnation that as far back as 1969, I have made it clear that the Tibetan people should make the decision whether there is need for the reincarnations of the Dalai Lama is needed, should continue. So Tibet is prophesied as the land specially bond, which has a special bond with Avalokiteshvara. So through the aspirational prayers and determination of the series of Dalai Lamas and the karmic potentials of the Tibetan people, we would like to make our request for Your Holiness's reincarnations to continue based on this bond between the Avalokiteshvara and the people of Tibet. So we pray that the 100th birthday celebration of Your Holiness could be celebrated in Tibet. The peerless teacher of the 21st century. So next, His Holiness the Dalai Lama gives his talk.
His Holiness, the peerless teacher of the 21st century, will bless the audience with his kind words.
So today here, on this 90th birthday, though I'm 90 years old, I'm physically very healthy. So throughout all these years, for the good of the Tibetans and the Dharma and other people, and I've had great relationship with people around the world, and the scientists have discussions and dialogues with scientists. So it's been really fruitful for me so far in my life. So my life has been very fruitful, worth the human life, has been a worthy human life. So Tibetans in the main, and I've been to other countries, east, west, north, south, where I have found so many people who admire me. So this human life that I have now has been of quite a benefit to the people of the world. So the rest of my life I would dedicate to benefit, for the benefit of others as much as possible, as extensive as possible. So the institution of the Dalai Lama, so there will be some kind of a framework within which we can talk about the continuation of the institution of the Dalai Lamas. Someone who was born in Tsongkha in Dome, Amdo, and then moved to central Tibet, Lhasa, and then who sat for the final exams of a Geshe degree. So, having gone through all these, I feel that I have been able to benefit the Dharma and sentient beings as much as I can. And for the rest of my life, I dedicate to benefit the beings and the teaching of the Buddha. I feel determined to do this. So that's all. Thank you.
Joal hatang chiwa yonki goncham zamang shidi tepon rangchok kancham ba namki gonchap tang chigdir murukki chontok cheki alana me be go to shuno konsa jam gon jawi gamu tamchen chenshang zikpa chengo gamchang juwa.
So the peerless teacher of the 21st century. Thank you, Your Holiness, for your speech. On your 100th birthday celebration, we hope to celebrate your 100th birthday anniversary in Lhasa, in Tibet.
Diram nyarchik pi lana me pi tomba chimbo shunur konsa kyamgun jabi gambo cho chilik tarna gongchang gubshi pe pi timje la po rang thmen sharse shinlab sane puji chopa shige.
So next is the 90th birthday group song. Kunyima Sharsa Puyur. The land where the sun rises is Tibet.
The peerless teacher of the 21st century. Your Holiness, we humbly thank you for your guidance and precious blessings. To continue with our program, His Holiness, our peerless teacher of the 21st century, will now bless and partake of the traditional Tibetan shun, symbolizing the Western birthday cake.
So they offer this traditional Tibetan birthday cake. It's called shun in Amdo language.
Tandag lachin namba tang skandun namba ski kortung jindag nam tang mangcho yongni stemji shinji.
All the heads of the Tibetan Buddhist traditions and others also will take this shun.
Sponsors and attendees are invited to partake of the auspicious shun. Just for your information, the shun is in the cupcakes on your table.
디르니엑치 비어 라나미 비 스톤바 쳔부 진르 공사 장군 제위 공원초니 자이장 통화 돈든지 셰탕 현지의 과정 장진
His Holiness will launch
His
the
Holiness, the peerless teacher of the 21st century, will now unveil the sacred scroll and Thangka paintings entitled Zegya Thongwa Tunde, or Multitude of Meaningful Deeds.
보미 증직기 발단 튼시바치와 예시 항모 초기 잔남 노르위 창왕 샤르시낭제
The Chief Justice Commissioner of the Central Tibetan Administration, the Honorable Madam Yishi Wangmucho, will now unveil the biography titled Nobu Tengwa, or the Jewel Garland.
외미 증직지 화든 울마멍 심티促送 관부 소놈 단편 주고 자이장 통화 돈든지 년도 현질하는지
The Speaker of the Tibetan Parliament in Exile, the Honorable Khenpo Sonam Tempe Cho, will now release the pictorial book version of Zegya Thongwa Tunde, or Multitude of Meaningful Deeds.
보미 증직지 발단 수종 뱀바 체랑 초기 잔남 하섬기 일렌 대바당 기 고르던기 시츠당 소미 시르 갈완게비 초튼 시르데베 샹지 난제
The President of the Central Tibetan Administration, the Honorable Sikyong Pemba Sering Cho, will now release two significant publications, the biography Beyond Imagination and Gyawagi Bechuti, Cloud Offerings to Delight the Victorious One, containing the 90th birthday felicitation volumes.
샴네 ngachi alkarchi choban gonzik shugoyin thoma dela ki kortun che gamangle ke nima sharsa boyire lenken lama sonam joma jesik zomba bo gishi rong lobsang nyan chiglore
The land where the sun rises is Tibet. This was written by Geshe Dharampa Rongbo Losang Yentak.
To
Zarse dambe in darjika skandunanda. Gulu dabi zishena ulfshanung niga skachoni jertsipazino darjika skandunamba gra hijri samga. Tina honchin kirgi chartung kaayang ki chartung na shepaz gishendra. Tina tapang yang kirgi kirchil tamcha gajir jiri tonshis gijire shini chi jertsil pa dabe kartak tangadanjin.
Please enjoy our 90th birthday exposition entitled Chimila Ingada, meaning immortal divine drum sound, presented by Kolo Tapecho.
Thank you. This is fine. Excuse me. Sir. Excuse me. Sir. आप थोड़ा साइड हो जाइए ना मैं आगे I won't go anywhere sir. आप कहीं से हाँ आप सामने मत रहिए ना फिर मैं क्या फिल्म करूँगा ये लो ना भाई साहब प्लीज मेरे सामने मत आना प्लीज आई विल स्टे हियर हाँ है मुझे बुलाया गया इसीलिए ओके ओके चलो बेटा शांति से ही है टीवी में तो आमिर लेंस बैक नीचे लक्षणा हमें तो इधर बुलाया ना सर हम तो उधर ही रहे थे आप थोड़ा साइड हो जाइए प्यार से बोलो हो जाएगा सर प्यार से ही हो जाएगा रास्ते में मत सामने खड़े होते मैं क्या बोलूँ रहे ना इधर क्या करें
동년 향지 송든 직비람 치실 산자 강친 단중군 속나바모 단신 겸서
Paying homage to His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama with a verse praising him, which Gyabje Diku Khyentse Rinpoche.
직진 시디 대분 감슴 체계 여보 사탕 야튼 용속지 ngadag 강진 오지 하컬
The embodiment of compassion of all Buddhas manifested in Shimara Avalokiteshvara saffron robe, endowed with you're holding the three vows, Pratimoksha Bodhisattva and Mantrayan, helmsman of peace, Dharma king of the three realms of existence, master of the entire Buddhist teaching in the world, the patron deity of land of snows, Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the all-knowing, impartial protector and refuge of all beings who intentionally manifested in Dharamshala Amdo in 1935. Today, on his auspicious 90th birthday anniversary, which falls on the 5th day of the 5th month of the Tibetan year, 2152, corresponding to June 30th, 2025, we offer the three symbols of body, speech, and mind, and to pour His Holiness long life. This special gathering includes the great head lamas of Tibetan Buddhist traditions, the representatives of Chinese Buddhist tradition, representatives of Theravada tradition from Sri Lanka, India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Burma, as well as representatives from Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Baha'i, Judaism, Jainism, Sikhism, and other religious traditions. In the presence of the three pillars of democracy of Central Tibetan history, administration, and the entire administrative staff, the lay people and monastic communities from the three provinces of Tibet, we pledge God and faithful beings of all walks of life, expressing joy, happiness, delight, faith, devotion, and reverence. We make this sincere offering of recognition to His Holiness Dalai Lama as the peerless teacher of the 21st century.
Deity of the land of snows, His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, the all-knowing, the impartial protector and refuge of all beings, who intentionally manifested in Dharamshala Amdo in 1935. Today, on his auspicious 90th birthday, which falls on the 5th day of the 5th month of the Tibetan year 2152, corresponding to June 30th, 2025, we offer the three symbols of body, speech, and mind for his long life. This special gathering will include the great spiritual leaders of Tibet, representative of Chinese Buddhism, representatives of the Theravada traditions from India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Burma, as well as representatives from Hindu, Christian, Islam, Baha'i, Jewish, Jain, Sikh, and other religious traditions. In the presence of the three democratic leaders of the Central Tibetan administration and the entire administrative staff, the lay people and monastic communities from the three provinces of Tibet, with pledged gods and faithful beings of all walks of life, expressing joy, happiness, delight, faith, devotion, and reverence, we make this sincere offering of recognition to His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, the peerless teacher of the 21st century.
Zaram tangpo ngaksid chemo Rua Latong Jiwi Renchon Tsongda Mepa Gongsa Jamgun Jewi Gongwo Tamjin Chencheng Zipa Chenbon Chua Diru Nexi Bio Lana Mebi Stonba Chenbon Iwi Sendu Tianshi Jabji Gerda Rembuchin Chunin Yenjun Sheje.
So Giddu Rinpoche will honor His Holiness with the
Grand Recognition
award.
Ceremony. His Eminence Kasur Kyabje Kirti Rinpoche Cho will offer a sacred invocation, humbly requesting His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the incomparable guide of all beings and omniscient one, to graciously accept the title of the peerless teacher of the 21st century. Your Eminence, please proceed.
A supplication, a melodious symphony of thunderous clouds. A supplication for the ceremony to honor His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama for the award, the peerless teacher of 21st century. In the root Tantra of Manjushri, it says, when the Buddha's teaching declines on this earth in the final age, in a disguise of king will appear a monk without doubt. As stated above, at a critical period in time when both the tradition of incomparable Shakyamuni Buddha and the prosperity of Tibet face the threat of destruction, you intentionally took birth in accord with the aspiration of your predecessor, the 13th Dalai Lama, on July 6, 1935, the 5th day of the 5th month of the Woodpeck year in the 16th Tibetan Rabjung cycle. You were born in Daktsir, a place close to Kumbu Monastery and known as Second Lumbini, the Joyous Garden, as the son of Father Chogyong Tsering and Mother Degi Tsering. In accord with the instructions of oath-bound protectors and the most venerable lamas, you were recognized as the 14th Dalai Lama within the lineage that represent emanation of Avalokiteshvara and placed on the golden throne of Potala Palace, studying under many great masters and establishing a firm foundation of Vinaya discipline. You have mastered all aspects of Sutra, Tantra, and other fields of knowledge, shouldering the responsibility of both the spiritual and temporal leadership amidst the complex challenges of Sino-Tibetan relationship. You constantly viewed both friends and foes as equal objects of compassion. You embrace the path of seeking resolution to dispute only through non-violence and dialogue. However, due to various internal and external factors, as Tibet experienced unbearable calamity, you were compelled to part from your own homeland and seek refuge in India. Even then, right from the start, you proclaimed aloud your incredible viewpoint that there are neither enemies nor friends, embodying the conduct of Avalokiteshvara, the Buddha of compassion. From that time on up to the present, you are practically engaged in your profound commitments of leading humanity into peace and harmony without the slightest feeling of bias that discriminates between people of the world, whether from the east or west, as friends, enemies, neutral, or communists. You have embraced nonviolence and peace as your primary objective. By extracting essence from the marvelous Buddhist teachings, you have promoted the values of equality, universal responsibility, unbiased compassion, forbearance, and freedom throughout the world. Furthermore, you have led millions of people across the world on the path of peace and nonviolence through advocating at disarmament, especially of weapons that pose immense threat to human lives as well as our planet, teaching the principles of interdependence that could help expand human intelligence and promoting interfaith understanding and harmony so divisions based on religious differences could be prevented. You also initiated a most remarkable approach to addressing the collective human challenges, including paths to personal happiness and meaning that is universal and not tied to cultures and perspectives of any specific religion. This approach includes appreciating the nature of reality, both external and internal, embracing the principles of interdependence, taking note of the specificity of immediate needs, and drawing upon shared human experience, common sense, and key scientific findings. For those who adhere to religious faith, you conferred profound Dharma teachings that are easy to comprehend and practically applicable. For those who do not embrace religion, you promoted a path to a happy life that emphasizes the following: that inner material happiness, mental happiness, is more important than external material well-being, that mental health is as crucial as physical health, that mental development is necessary beyond physical development, and that by cultivating altruism, one's own happiness will follow as a byproduct. In your efforts to resolve the issue of Tibetan people's quest for freedom, you have maintained through the struggle the principle of nonviolence by advocating the middle way approach, seeking mutual benefit through dialogue. For your tireless efforts in promoting nonviolent solutions to international disputes, military conflicts, human rights issues, and global environmental concerns, you were honored with Nobel Peace Prize, a most prestigious award in the world. With respect to Tibetan Buddhism, you have demonstrated with clarity that it is not Lamaism but an authentic Nalanda tradition. You have also advocated the promotion of ancient Indian knowledge and wisdom, and also the need as well as the possibility of recognizing how all religions, despite their doctrinal and philosophical differences, share the common essence of guiding humans toward goodness and happiness. On this basis, you have promoted mutual respect and mutual admiration across the world's faith traditions, thus establishing bridges between different religious communities, promoting love, compassion, contentment, patience, and moral discipline. The essential teaching of all religions, you have stood as the peerless, as peerless teacher leading the world towards peace. Through your boundless noble deeds aimed at transforming the 21st century into a century free of violence, where humans can live in peace, the waves of violence have decreased in their destructive force. More humans have found discernment to differentiate good and evil. An understanding of moral responsibility has increased within the people day by day. In brief, Your Holiness, supporting Dalai Lama Jambe Ngawang Losang Yeshe Tenzin Gyatso. Losang Yeshe Tenzin Gyatso, the incomparable master of the three realms, you have been hailed as the helmsman of world peace, the guide of all beings without discrimination, the crown jewel of both samsara and nirvana, including gods and as well as humans, and the great universal master who turns the wheel of both spiritual and temporal principles. In these ways, you have been and are still being honored from across the world through the countless gifts of praise and awards. So today, on this auspicious and favorable day, the fifth day of the fifth month of the Wood Snake Year, the Tibetan Royal Year 2152, June 30, 2025, here at the Thaksin Choling Temple in Dharamshala, India, a site significant for both spiritual and temporal societal affairs, in the presence of the great spiritual leaders of Tibet, representatives of Chinese, Buddhist traditions, representatives of Theravada traditions from India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Burma, as well as representatives of Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Baha'i, Judaism, Jainism, Sikhism, and other religious traditions, and the three democratic pillars of the Central Tibetan administration and their officials, we, the faithful people of the three provinces of Tibet, along with devotees from all traditions, pay homage to you through our three doors of body, speech, and mind. As part of the celebration to mark your 90th birthday, Your Holiness, first and foremost accompanied by the musical offerings that delight the senses of gods and humans, as well as the carrying of banners and parasols, allow us to present this special icon memento. At its base is long life vase, symbolizing that you remain in the nature of Buddha Amitayus, the Buddha of longevity. On this vase is a white lotus, symbolizing that although you have appeared in the world, you remain unstained by the flaws of the world. Above this lotus is the globe, symbolizing that you have chosen this earth to be your domain of enlightened activity. Atop the globe is a seat of sun and moon, symbolizing the illumination of the path of the union of emptiness and compassion. On this seat, symbolizing the appearance of Avalokiteshvara in the guise of a monk in saffron robes as the peerless spiritual teacher in this 21st century, is your image, Your Holiness, in a standing posture, with your two hands joined in prayer and gazing upon all beings with love and compassion, to symbolize fulfilling the wishes of each of your disciples in accord with their aspirations. Behind you is a pattern of jewels, and to symbolize that you are an emanation of noble Padmapani Avalokiteshvara, the holder of lotus. Your two sides, right and left, are adorned with white lotus. In addition, to indicate how you are indivisible from our teacher, the Buddha, our guide, endowed with 10 powers, there is a halo of light around your head. We offer this memento sculpted from precious metals of gold and silver to you, Your Holiness, symbolizing numerous aspects of auspicious connections between you and us, the teacher and his disciples. We offer this with joy, faith, delight, and devotion, with respect and admiration, and honor you, the incomparable great 14th Dalai Lama, the emanation of Avalokiteshvara and enhancement of the world peace. As the peerless teacher of the 21st century, we request you to kindly accept this offering, and with your lifespan firm as indestructible diamond, we please continue to embrace your noble deeds as the incomparable great teacher of the world, as long as this great world system exists. Please bless us with your compassionate gaze and protection.
Diru nyerchik bi awdanami bi toimba chembur ngwaxil shibi qsir chen chonshta garam boche aram jena ski kortun ko jig chuchung ge chuchung chugni wemi gjingzi ge qmangsu ka ba xsim chen zaxsu shigda pale zaxsu nambi wol gangjin che tandg lachin nam ba tang rjabjil nangtin che ge chhe rjakre Sri Lanka Thailand Burma ji gnitin devi ge chhe hande yishi Kachi, Abahe, Jia, Jin, Sisu, Chilirimija, Katsu Lama number Pele. Kung Nambi, will a chokaxum just here Chamamang, Damden, Hatang Chivi, Rimal, Tadan, Sino Younger Sashi Day, Sartang, Jefton, Yongzong Abdere, Gongsa Tami.
So next is the presentation of the golden symbol, like insignia recognizing His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama as the peerless teacher, the chairman of the organizing committee for the 90th birthday celebration of His Holiness will present this to the 3 democratic leaders of Tibetan Central Administration, who will then present it to the heads of the Tibetan Buddhist lineage, then to the representatives of Chinese Buddhism, representatives of Theravada traditions of India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, and the representatives of various diverse religious traditions, including Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Baha'i, Judaism, Jainism, and Sikhism. They will then offer the golden symbolic insignia on behalf of all devoted beings, regardless of sects, including the faithful citizens of all the 3 regions, provinces of Tibet, to His Holiness Dalai Lama, the leader of Buddha's teaching.
Representative of Chinese Buddhism, representatives of the Theravada traditions from India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, and representatives of various diverse religious traditions, including Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Baha'i, Jewish, Jain, and Sikh faiths. They will then offer the golden symbolic insignia.
Upon His Holiness' acceptance of the title of the peerless teacher of the 21st century, all beings of the world, including gods, they express our gratitude with joy, devotion, and happiness by reciting the auspicious verses accompanied with religious music, hoisting victorious banner, umbrellas, and showering with flowers.
Upon His Holiness's acceptance of the title of the peerless teacher of the 21st century, all beings of the world, including the gods, express our gratitude with joy, devotion, and happiness by reciting the auspicious verses accompanied with religious music, hoisting victory banners and umbrellas, and showering various flowers.
ki kortunji zaram nipa tanjik tensum degbal kiram nyarshik pe alana me pe tomba chimbo khachip chinro yonjin rin chonda meba konsa chamgo yawe gawo thamchin chincha zigpa chimbo cho tandan rui ton de kasi kargir tanjang Jabji kasar kurda rumbochi choda ki shomo kasar jisin pama cho ki korton kojuk soshokon choso kasar thukdan lorog chocheni tanjik tarmur ti sonde mandar ta tensim degambul shuje
We now proceed to the second part of our program, the Long Life Prayer Offering. His Eminence, former Minister Kyabje Kirti Rinpoche Cho, His Holiness's sister and former Minister, the Honorable Kasur Madam Chizumpe Amacho, and the Chairman of the Organizing Committee, former Speaker and Minister, the Honorable Thupten Lungri Cho, will present the Long Life Mandala offering to His Holiness, praying that he remains with us for eons to come.
Tandag lachi namji si lachir sircha mangsu yoni yawi shaftam sondip swatanji ki kortonji chindag yoni balso nam dang shuje.
Next is prayer of long life of His Holiness Dalai Lama.
Join with lay people in reciting prayers from His Holiness's, for His Holiness's long life. All sponsors are invited to make their various ceremonial offerings. We will now serve tea and JC, the sacred, sweet rice offering.
Yu
life prayer was written by His Holiness the late two tutors of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Gyabje Yongzin Ling Rinpoche and Gyabje Yongzin Tujang Rinpoche. It invokes the assembly of most kind teachers, both past and present, the miraculous dance of the body, speech, and mind of innumerable Buddhas manifesting in accord with the aspirations of the spiritual capacities, the wish-granting jewel, the source of all good and virtue and good. And with fervent devotion, we pray that the Tenzin Gyatso, protector of the land of snows, live for 100 eons, shower on him your blessings so that his aspirations are fulfilled without hindrance. And then the next, it invokes the assembly of meditational deities, manifesting as countless mandalas and divinities, the magical clouds of immaculate transcendent wisdom reaching to the farthest expanse of the space of ultimate reality. To you we offer a prayer with fervent devotion that Tenzin Gyatso, protector of the land of snow, live for 100 eons. Shower on him your blessings so that his aspirations are fulfilled without hindrance. And then next we invoke the victorious Buddhas, then the Dharma and the Supreme Sangha, and we pray with fervent devotion. We offer our fervent devotions that Tenzin Gyatso, protector of the land of snows, live for 100 eons. Shower on him your blessings so that his aspirations are fulfilled without hindrance. Assemblies of heroes and Dakas and Dakinis, and the ocean of protectors, Dharma protectors, endowed with eyes of transcendent wisdom, the powerful guardians and upholders of the teaching who wear inseparably on their matted clocks, that not symbolizing their pledge to the Vajra holder, the Buddha. To you we offer our prayers with fervent devotion that Tenzin Gyatso, protector of the land of snows, will live for 100 eons. Shower on him your blessings so that his aspirations are fulfilled without hindrance. Thus, to the congregation of excellent, undeceiving refuge, we pray that by the power of this prayer, expressed from our heart, filled with fervent devotion and humility, may the body, speech, and mind of the soul of the land of snows, the supreme Ngawang Lop San Tenzin Gyatso, be indestructible, unfluctuating, and unceasing. May he live immutable for 100 eons, seated on the diamond throne, transcending decay and destruction. You are the jewel heart embodying all compassionate, beneficial deeds. O most courageous one, you carry upon your shoulders the burden of all the Buddhas of the infinite realms. May all your noble aspirations be fulfilled as intended. By virtue of this, may the heavenly doors of the fortunate era open eternally as a source of relief and respite for all beings, and may the auspicious signs reach the apex of existence and release as the sacred teachings flourish through all times and all realms. May the nectar stream of the blessings of Lotus Holder always enter our hearts and flourish and nourish it with strength. May we please you with our offering of dedicated practice, and may we reach beyond the shores of perfect compassionate deeds. Through the blessings of the wondrous Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by the infallible truth of the laws of interdependent origination, and by the purity of our fervent aspirations, may the aims of our prayer, be fulfilled without hindrance. So now, next we have the blessings for the tea and the ceremony of sweetened rice. Jessil.
kortun chimun zarim simban gonzik shuyin ki kortun kortik choshung go choso kasir kongo toptan longrik chogone kortun tan devi sun shananje.
We now begin our third program, the Grand Birthday Celebration. The chairman of the organizing committee, former speaker and minister, the Honorable Thupten Lungri Cho, will now deliver a speech related to this momentous celebration.
상계 장면 준비 마두에 마론 뒤에 니도 좋아라 대신 람산 지신 뜸바
Though numerous Buddhas have appeared in the world, none of them have been able to tame the unruly beings, but you are the incomparable teacher to us. Your Holiness, you are the patron deity of Tibet. You are the peerless teacher of the 21st century.
Sri Lanka, Thailand, Burma, Neden Debe, Kuzap. Venerable Pandi, Parmaka, Nippon, Prasandi, Venerable Titza.
So these are the names of the representatives of the different traditions.
Namthang, Hindu, Yeshu, Kaji, Wahi, Jew, Jain, Sikh.
And the representatives of Hinduism and so forth.
Pujya Swami Chidanand Saraswati, Acharya Lokesh Muni, Dr. Mahinder Singh Sikh, Srimati Guram Kaur, Rabbi Ezekiel Isaac Malikar, Farid Ahmad Nizam.
So he's reading the names of the different representatives of the various religious traditions. So these and the abbots and the reincarnate lamas, I would like to greet you all with Tashi Delek. And then the three pillars of the Tibetan Central Administration and the representatives of the Garden Podang Office of His Holiness Dalai Lama and the Tibetan CDA staff members and all of the Tibetans from the three provinces. I greet everyone. So on this occasion, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the peerless teacher of the 21st century, so on this 90th birthday celebration of His Holiness the Dalai Lama according to the Tibetan calendar, we, the Tibetans, and people from all walks of life, all religious backgrounds, and so forth, all of us have gathered here to honor His Holiness with the title, the peerless teacher of the 21st century. It is a great, joyous occasion for us to have been able to present His Holiness with this honor and award. So His Holiness the Dalai Lama looks upon all sentient beings as with compassion, equally like a mother's compassion and love towards her children. So we have recited Om Mani Padme Hum, the sixth syllable mantra, and the praise of Arya Tara, Goddess Tara, as well as saving lives of sheep and so forth who were on the verge of being killed, slaughtered, and then also environmental cleanliness. We have done all these different things for the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And for 1 week, Kirti Monastery has done a ritual for the long life of His Holiness Dalai Lama on the basis of white Tara. So for having done all these, and then we also made the long life puja offering to His Holiness with offerings of various statues of the Buddha. And so we are very glad to have been able to do all this. So His Holiness Dalai Lama was born in Takcher, 1935. On the 5th day of the 5th month of the peak year, so on the 80th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, when we made offering to him from the people of Dome, the Amdo, Your Holiness has said that you are now offering me this long life offering on my 80th birthday, and you should also make the same kind of offering to me when I turn 90. Those who are old now should feel determined to live until I turn 90. Even if you were on the verge of death. So, to give you a brief summary of how we prepared for this 90th birthday celebration. So, at the general body meeting of the Dome people, organized by the Dome Association, Central Association, we made a request. We appealed to, wrote a letter to the Office of His Holiness Dalai Lama that to give us an opportunity to make a birthday celebration offering to His Holiness, which was permitted. And we have been doing our best to do our best to organize this celebration, though it has not been as desired. But as I said earlier, we have invited different heads of different religious traditions and representatives of different religious traditions of the world. And everyone, the faithful, and everyone gathered here have been able to offer Your Holiness with the honor, the award of the Peerless Teacher of the 21st century. So, of course, this celebration here is organized by the Dome Central Dome people and its association, but we have been able to invite all the representatives of all the different religious traditions to make this offering to you. So, as long as we request Your Holiness to live long for the benefit of all sentient beings and the Dharma
shebe sheshe sangbo ngachi pepba pepdang pep shimbe doji tsigla yuwa namyang mebar ke sheshe ki toyon chidawa shin ngundu yuwa shik zegoba ni duja yongi yingne soan debe rewe zoong zo tang kuyu koden gyacheri shube yingbu yangni yang langna jigedu sengi timar yubala 상계 남니 묘민제 제송바다 지다 닉도 랑시 기 년주 체체 도와 대다 공부 강한 이기.
So as we make our request and prayer to Your Holiness, it is essential that Your Holiness make the determination to live as long as possible. And we also make requests to you to take care of us throughout our lives until we become enlightened.